Hello everyone, my name is Raffi Ahmad Firmansyah. I am from UIN Sunan Ampel, Surabaya from study program International Relation and I am from third semester. So this video I will explain about the Westphalia Treaty because Westphalia Treaty is the basic theory in modern state sovereignty, especially in international relation. So the Treaty of Westphalia, a series of a treaty signed in the 1648 the purpose to want to end the 30 Years' War in the Holy Roman Empire and 80 years between conflict in Spanish Empire and the Netherlands. This treaty are considered a milestone in the history of international relations, as they established the basic principle of modern state sovereignty. So, the short history and the short background from the treaty. In the first of the 30 Years' Wars, during 1618 until 1648, the war initially began as a religious conflict between Protestant and Catholic in the Holy Roman Empire. Gradually, the war took on political dimension with the involvement of major powers such as Sweden, France, and Spain, making it a major war in Europe. In the second reason is the 80 Years' Wars during 1518 until 1648 between Spain and the Netherlands. The Netherlands wanted freedom, independence from the Spanish Empire. So result from the treaty, first is the recognition of the state sovereignty, second is redistribution of territory, and the third freedom of religion. So the important aspect in international relation, the first is birth of the national state system. The treaty reinforced the concept of the sovereign state as the main entity in international relation. The second is ending religious conflict in the Europe. The treaty reduced the intensity of religious-based war and shifted the focus from religion to political interest. In the third is foundation of modern international law. The principle of the Treaty of Westphalia, such as sovereignty and non-intervention, became the basis of interstate relations until modern era. The Treaty of Westphalia not only ended major conflict in Europe, but also began the era of modern diplomacy and established the international system. So, in this video, I will compare to my study case. I will want to discuss about the South China Sea dispute. Why is the South China Sea dispute and what is the correlation the South China Sea dispute and Westphalia Treaty? So, the South China Sea dispute is a one clear example where the Westphalia principle can be tested in the modern context. The dispute involves overlapping claims to sea territory by several countries including China, Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei, and Indonesia. Here is how the issue relates to Westphalia principle. So, the background. First is the China claim. China used the 9-dash land map to claim most of the South China Sea, which is considered its historical territory. So the other country claims, especially in Asian country such as the Philippines, Vietnam, and Malaysia, they make a claim based on the international law, particularly the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. We can conclude about UNCLOS, which grants sovereignty rights based on the exclusive economic zone from the basic in the 200 nautical miles global interest. So, the South China Sea is a major world trade route of a great importance to global powers such as the United States, which supports freedom of the navigation in the region. So, what is the correlation with the Westphalia principle of the state sovereignty in the dispute? So, according to the Westphalia principle, every state is entitled to full sovereignty over this territory. China claims are often seen as violating the sovereignty of Asian countries that have claims based on the EEZ EEZ. The second is the non-intervention. In this context of Westphalia, other countries including the US are not supposed to intervene in this dispute. However, the US claims that its presence is necessary to maintain freedom navigation in international territories. And the last is the violation of the Westphalia Treaty. China is building artificial island and deploying military installation in the disputed area, which other countries consider a threat to their sovereignty. ASEAN countries seek to defend their sovereignty through diplomatic channels, international law, or strategic alliances. So the conclusion, in the modern state, I hope country can intervention but between one country and another country, because in the modern era the country to full not intervention from the another country, especially in South China Sea dispute. China is so very not respectful from another country. So thank you for my presentation. I'm so sorry if my English is so bad, not good, not clearly, and not fluently. And I hope in the next time I will to improve my English skill. Ilaliko, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.